What's up, everybody? It's Lance, Dallas Harley. Kind of wanted to make this video and kind of give a rundown on the PanAmerica and everything that we did this past week in the Mojave. So I'm going to show some different clips, kind of talk through them, kind of tell you what's going down with each of them, just to give you a quick rundown of how epic this adventure was. So hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to do some talking while the video runs, and we'd love some feedback. You know, I've got some great things to go over in it, so hope you enjoy. So this first road is a little cut through we did on Bodfish Road. It was off Highway 58. We took 58 out of California City, jumped onto Bodfish, and this is the blast down it. The road supposedly, I guess, has as many corners or more corners than the tail of the dragon, and it rides, you know, through some beautiful scenery, as you can tell. This road was an absolute blast. We went down it for quite a while, shot a bunch of different sequences through it, so we were riding on knobbies too, which was really cool, and I think it shows a lot for the Harley-Davidson knobbies that they built for this bike. We really never had any issues, and I kind of kept it in sport mode down this where I could really pound on it, and I had no issues with skidding, sliding, or anything. So I was really impressed with the bike, the way that it handled on those knobbies.
It's your time I'm after. I want it all for me. I want to suck your marrow after I pick your bones clean.
So after that road, you know, we kind of dropped through, stopped, made a few little adjustments and stuff. Everybody kind of changed up different mode settings, which was really cool with that bike. You can change modes on the fly, which is awesome. So from sport, terrain, to regular road mode, to, God, what did I leave out? Off-road mode. The only one that you can't switch to, which I'll get to a little bit later, is you can't go into Off-Road Plus in the middle of riding the bike. So I'll explain that when we get to the dirt side of stuff, but the next clip I'm going to show you, it's us dropping down out of the top of the mountains, headed down into Lake Isabella, where we all stopped and had lunch.
Never felt this good from underneath the boots. I first love the taste of the whip 'cause it feels pretty fucking good. Chase you, taste you, crave you, waste you, name you, blame you.
So that road, the way we dropped down in, you would come up out of the twisties, and it literally opened up into the most beautiful scenery you'd ever seen that overlooked Lake Isabella. That was dope. Like that was probably one of the coolest sceneries that we saw on that trip. So you were just coming out of nowhere, and then it opened up, like trees all around you, then boom, it was right there. And we went down by Lake Isabella, found the park, had lunch, and then from there on, we blasted around the lake and headed around the backside to Chimney Peak to go blast some dirt roads and really put these bikes to the test and see what they could do off-road. And that was definitely a cool experience, so we'll go to that next. So the cool thing about this is we climbed to right about 7,800 feet. When I first took off up it too, I was just in off-road, and I hadn't switched it over, so at one point you'll see me stop in the video, take a quick little stop, and I held the trigger down. So Off-Road Plus is the only setting in ride mode that you have to completely stop to be able to put the bike in. So it's pretty much turns traction control off, so you can get as rowdy as you want and do whatever you want. So anytime we were off-road, we kept it in Off-Road Plus, but if you did kill the bike or turn it off, when you turn it back on, it would put it in off-road but not Off-Road Plus. So that was some funny little tweaks that we learned. If you see too, in part of this video right here, it kind of gets a little wild. It was real deep sand on part of this road, and as soon as I turned traction control off, you kind of hammer it and have to level back out. And right here, we're just letting the big dog eat. So this bike, you know, at 150 horse and 100 foot-pounds of torque, you can really unload this thing. And they were really cool with us, you know, testing what this bike would really do. We just rode it across the open desert hard. And man, it's pretty indescribable feeling. This bike was an absolute blast. So got up to the top of the mountain, bombed down the other side, and had a great ride. We ended up hopping on the highway for about 30 miles and riding back to base camp in Mojave. So yeah, it was a good day.
Round and round, little baby, the circus goes round and round. Who are you gonna lay with when the circus leaves town and there's no one around?
So that was most of the ride. There's a whole lot of footage, a lot of long footage. So I'll probably separate some of the videos and post them here occasionally if you want to watch some of the twisties and stuff like that. There was points, man. We were riding up on some pretty gnarly stuff. Like I said too, we did the entire trip on knobbies. So you know, there's definitely some remapping stuff like that. First day we worked a lot of corner drills with it in the deep stuff. We rode a sand pit, and that was pretty rad. You know, it's old style, grip your knees, get as much weight over the rear, and let her skate and let it do its own thing. I would recommend it though, man. If you get the opportunity, you check out Rawhide Adventures and go out and ride them for yourself. It was well worth it. You know, we got to ride a moto track. We went and spun some laps on it. They have a moto track at the back of their facility. Sand pits, a bunch of different corner sections to work on. They have a bunch of really cool stuff to really work techniques and learn how the PanAmerica works. And I just recommend it. You know, this is a bike that definitely proved itself. It proved it to me. You know, it was 110 to 115 degrees out there at all times, and we were putting in, you know, 8-hour days just riding these things, from slow riding where, you know, the bike wasn't getting a whole lot of airflow and you're using a lot of the liquid cool, to moments we were tapped out, just ripping. You know, there was everything. There was injuries. There was all of it. There was broken bones. I mean, it isn't, you know, this easy little joyride. It was hard, but it was fun, man. It was an absolute blast. And yeah, I recommend it to everybody. Come by the dealership, check them out. Dallas Harley-Davidson. I actually have one right now in stock that isn't called for. Most of them are already pre-sold. So people come by, come check this bike out. Believe the hype. I didn't at first, to be 100% honest. I was a little concerned with how late Harley is to this game. And with an off-road background myself, I really, you know, was judgy until I got on this bike, and it changed everything. It was an absolute game changer. So I recommend doing it. Go ride it. You will not be disappointed. Later.